this is my John Deere Gator. It's either a 2011 or 2012. John Deere serial numbers are a little screwy, but it's a John Deere XUV 855d, and I got this at the Ritchie Brothers auction. I think it came from a landscaping nursery type place, and it was basically just not maintained at all. I replaced basically all of the suspension and a lot of other things too, but it runs good now. The only problem I'm having at the moment, I keep losing air pressure, and I'm pretty sure it's coming out through the beads here. So I'm not seeing any leaks here. I'll turn this aside. Ah, there we go. Right there. Maybe it's not the beads. All right, well, that one's got a hole there. Let me check these other ones. All right, this one looks like it's just that spot right there. Oh, there it is, right there. There it is, right in here. These ones in the back were not terrible. They weren't leaking like the front. I think I'm gonna call that one good. I'm not seeing anything here either. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on this one either. I think we're just gonna mess with the front ones. You know, I could probably get away with putting plugs in these. I think I'm gonna pull these things off and just fix them right. I've got a patch kit that I used before, and it seemed to work pretty good. So let's do that. You know, I'm just looking, look at this. On the inside of this wheel here where this bead sits, it's kind of nasty along there. It's definitely not smooth. Looks like it's a little corroded. All right, that's better. At least it's clean. All right, now we gotta find the holes on the inside. Would have been real helpful to mark them, which I didn't think to do. But I think that one's right there. Looks like it's right there. Oh, this is actually something stuck in there. There. Dang. I know exactly what that is too. That is the thorn off of one of those bougainvillea plants. I don't have any on my property, which is the weird part. Dang it. There's the rest of it. That's definitely our hole right there. Let's see what's up with this one. These tires are so thin, no wonder they get so many holes. Gotta figure out where that hole was. And this one's right here. In there somewhere. Okay. I've only got one patch. I think I can cut it. Hopefully that works. The hole is right there. All right, so I got the rubber cement down there, and then this thing just goes on top. I think you just stick it like that. There we go. All right, that should be fine. All right, a little bit of rubber cement right there. There we go. Pretty sure this side goes down. All right. All right. Stuff right here. Let's see how it works. I think it's pretty nasty stuff. Whoa. It smells horrible. This is and I hope it get these sitting right. It almost did. There to go. Let's heat it up now. All right. Where's this leaking? Right out of there. Why? Right over there. He's not wanting to seal on this side over here. think I fixed it. All right, that is not. Actually, I can hear it leaking. I think these rims are just so bent up. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, this rim is like smashed on this side. I think that's probably the problem. It's got like a, yeah, there's definitely like a, it's not quite round right there. So, all right, all looks good on that side. But I think this was the problem side. Yeah, look, right there. You see the bubbles coming up? Ah, come on. I'm hitting it over here and another leak's popped up over here. All right, I might have got it. All right, there we go. All right, this one looks pretty good too. I don't see any leaks. I think this one's a much better rim. That black rim, for whatever reason, it's like, it's been through some things. But this looks pretty good. No leaks. Our patch is held up. All right, these tires are back on. I only did the fronts because they were the only ones that seemed like they were leaking really bad. need to figure out, there's a weird vibration noise type deal that happens when you accelerate, and like when you put the parking brake on, and then if it's on a hill. So let me see if I can show you. So on a hill, more of a hill than it looks, got the parking brake on, and when I push it back, you hear that? That vibration? You can hear it the best back here because it really translates into this bed. Hear that? So there's some sort of vibration causing that, and that's the same, like if I go to accelerate up a hill or just accelerate in general, it makes that noise and it vibrates. You can feel it. It's not smooth like it's supposed to be. The only thing I haven't done is check out the motor mounts, and I think there's one right there, and there may be another one down there, so I'm going to check those out now. It looks like there's one right there, that rubber thing, and then there's one over here, kind of back in there. Trying to get some of this dirt out of here so I can see it a little better. All right, there's that one there, all cleaned out. And it actually looks like it's kind of loose. There's definitely a gap there. I don't know if that's supposed to be tight or what. And then this one over here is a lot harder to see. But down in there, that's the bottom of it, which there really doesn't look like there's much rubber left. I feel okay about that. All right, now we can get a better look at these things. Here's the front one here, and I don't know what they're supposed to look like to tell if they're worn or not. There's definitely rubber on the top there. Not so much down here. And then the one back here in the rear is right there. And it doesn't look like it's as tight as it could be. So I'm gonna pull them both out, take a look, and maybe they just need to be tightened. All right. All right, I got the bottom out, but now I'm trying to pry this apart so that I can get that top piece out right there. There it is. All right, these are the two sides that came out. I mean, I don't know, do they look worn? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if you don't know what they look like new. I'll probably get new ones for the front and the back. And I'm not gonna take that back one out until I have new ones, because I need to be able to move this thing, and it's gonna probably rattle crazy with that front one taken out. So I don't know, they can't be that expensive, can they? All right, I got these motor mounts from John Deere. The bigger one was $70 and the smaller one was like $35. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. All right, there's the old one and there's the new one. So it looks like the old one was definitely worn. Let me take the rear one out, and if I take the rear mount out, maybe this one will come up a little further. All right, there's half of it. There's the bushing. All right, I'm gonna try to put this one in first, and then I'll move to that back one. I'm just hoping that now it's out, this might be easier to lift up. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, there's the bottom piece. All right, I gotta go find the bolt. This was down here. This was up here. Alright, that's how that goes in. Although now that I think about it, I'm going to loosen it until we get the back one in. Just like that, so it'll lift up a little bit. Alright, well I can definitely pry it up. I just got to get something to reach in there. Just can't get it to come this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's out of the groove that it's in. It was in. Oh, come on. Now we're getting somewhere. There it is. Right there. All right. See, that little lip was sitting down in the hole. Oh yeah, you can tell how much it's worn. I mean, that's one half of the new one, and that's the old one there. Man, this is probably the problem right here. This one's worn worse than the other one. The only thing is, this one's thicker, so it's gonna be harder to get in there. I'm not lifting it on the oil pan. There's a there's a metal piece up here that's not part of that. I don't know if we're gonna get much more clearance than that. Probably shouldn't be sticking my fingers in there. There it is, okay. Right there. Cool, I think it's in. All right. It's not quite lined up right. Okay, there, that's in there. This goes like that. And then we bolt it together with this. Let this back down. Okay. It's right there. All right, cool, they both go. Helping? You helping, puppy? You gotta let me get some water on the thing, man. Alright, that's that. Alright, I fixed it. It's not making that vibration noise anymore. You probably couldn't hear it through the camera to begin with, but that made a huge difference. Basically, when you went to accelerate, it felt like the back end was rattling out of it. So, awesome. That's fixed. So over here on the side, there's this tube that goes back to this clutch housing. And I noticed on the parts manual, well, first of all, I noticed that this thing was really loud. There's a lot of noise coming out of here when you're driving. But I noticed on the parts manual that it's supposed to have this little foam buffer thing in here, I assume to help with the noise and keep things from getting in there. So I got another one of them too. And hopefully it's a bit quieter. I think it just goes like that. It just kind of seals that up. And that makes sense too, because if you're driving along, stuff's gonna get kicked up in there. So let's see if it's any quieter. Oh yeah. Yeah, the audio doesn't translate probably, but yeah, that's a lot quieter. You could hear that clutch like rattling and it would echo up through this pipe. So that's awesome. I'm gonna take this thing for a little bit of a test drive now. This thing's really quiet. That's awesome. But this thing rattles. It's a combination of these rattling and then this hitting up here along the top, I think. It's not a real snug fit. I'm gonna try to put some of this weather stripping along here, and maybe this will rest on it and not on that. All right, well, it's definitely quieter up here. So now it's just these. Now it's just these things. I mean, they can't be too tight or else it won't want to rotate. I don't think it's even tightening up. I wonder if they only go so far. one was a lot more loose. And it's not really rattling like before. I'm gonna call that good. Definitely not as bad. I think this weather stripping really helped. It still rattles just a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad, so I think I'm going to live with that for now. All right, I put this winch on a while back, and the remote is right here, but they didn't give you enough wire to get it where I need it, because when it's under here, it's just kind of a pain to use, because you can't... This is what happens when you try to use it. So you want to let some line out, and you got that there. You have to reach in here, give it a little bit, come out here, and then eventually you can kind of get it. So you can see it's a problem. I'm gonna make this thing a little bit longer. All right, here's what we got. We've got 2 wires going to the battery and 2 wires going to the winch. So I got 4 wires that I need to make longer. All right, there we go. All right. There it is. That's probably good. This thick wire takes forever to heat up. Super strong. Now these are going to be the hard ones to get to. These ones back up under here. All right, I got those pulled up through here, so they'll be easier to solder. And I found my electrical tape from last time that I lost. All right, that's not terrible. All right, there we go. Alright, I put those on before, but they're too small, but luckily I can just slip them over the end here. They fit over the wire, just not over the little knot in the wire. Alright, so those will just stay on there, I guess. Have to go back down through here. And then all 4 of these get connected back to this. And then that should give me about 4 feet of play in it, so I can lay it up there, I can stick it in the glove box, wherever. There we go, look at that, that's good. There's that. Now you can come up to the front. You got your remote right here. You can easily go out. And wind it right back in. Perfect. And then I'll just tuck this right here in this glove box when I'm not using it. All right, cool. That's fixed.
But this thing here is broken. It doesn't stay up, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Alright, I'd say it's good to go. The dealer wanted $35 a piece for these things. 35 and 35. It's crazy.